Hey Iyo!
Welcome to the Hey Iyo podcast, where I yap about whatever I want with whoever I want. Enjoy! Hey everybody, welcome to the Hey Iyo podcast. My name is Iyo Aquino. Ngayon meron po tayong napaka-special na guest on this episode. So this guest of ours is someone I met during the campaign of Senator Bam Aquino and Senator Kiko Pangilinan in the most recent election. He was one of those influencers that really gave a lot of time, effort, energy for something greater than himself. He was not receiving talent fees or whatever a normal endorser would receive, and he did that because he really cares for his country. So our guest was also a former housemate dun sa PBB. I think he entered the show during the pandemic, so siguro mga late 2020, early 2021 when they revived the show. He was one of the contestants there, and he's gonna share a lot about that experience later on in this episode. There's a lot to learn. I think I can ask him questions about yung pinaka-recent na season ng PBB. If you're a big fan, I mean, that's something I think you'll find very interesting. Tapos, pagkatapos nun, naging influencer siya, he got into PR. You know, he's really someone that really hustles hard, and he really hustled hard for the pink candidates in the most recent election. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you all our very special guest, Justin Dizon, my boss, my bossing, and you know, let's let him take it away. Thank you, Justin, for joining me.
Of course, basta ikaw. Ito long overdue na itong itong session.
Oo nga.
Finally it's here.
Ay, salamat.
Basta ikaw.
Thank you, Justin.
Anong meron?
So, marami tayong topics, mga
Okay.
serious topics.
Oh my God. Okay, let's do that.
Deep questions.
Oh, wow.
Ready ka ba?
Of course.
Ready ka? Okay. So, yung first serious topic natin, Pinoy Big Brother.
But okay.
Okay, ano yung thoughts mo on the latest season of PBB?
It's really good. This is a collab that we never thought will happen, like GMA and ABS-CBN, because, diba, especially in the Philippines, people had this thing, network wars, yung mga ganon. And hindi na uso yun eh, diba? Like, as long as we give the viewers good content, I think it's yun ang importante. And
yes,
yun nga, it's really good kasi a lot of people are saying na PBB is no longer a thing, it's no longer relevant or whatever. But I think the collab edition prove that PBB really stood the test of time. It's back, diba? Everyone is talking about it. Kaya this is a really, really good season.
You think this is a parang big jump from like the previous season, the seasons before that? Parang this year in particular was
Oo naman. The mere fact na it's a collaboration between GMA and ABS-CBN, sobrang laking jump na yun eh. Pero the mix of the housemates, very, very good.
Actually, I ask you this because nag-PBB ka. So Justin was in PBB 2020, right?
Yeah, almost 5 years ago. Sa December, 5 years na.
Okay, so how did you start PBB? Ano yung kwento behind that?
The kwento behind that, it's kind of long, but to make it short na lang, it was pandemic. It was COVID yun eh, lockdown eh.
Anong month ka nag-start?
December. I was a fresh graduate.
Okay.
I was a fresh graduate.
From?
College, no? Sa Angeles University Foundation.
Then you took ABCom, right?
ABCom, yes.
I watched your jam book.
Oh my God, oo. So anyway, wala akong work. Kasi
Okay.
like, ano yun eh, mahirap kumuha ng work kasi lockdown eh.
Mhm.
So wala akong ginagawa sa bahay na typical, yung you're on your
Mm.
phone, you're making dalgona coffee, you're baking, you're cooking, whatsoever. And then nakita ko lang sa social media, the Blue
Mm.
app, I don't know if I can say it here, the Blue app, that auditions are ongoing, no?
Okay.
Lumabas sa feed eh. Ang dami kasi nag-share. Alam mo yung eventually lumalabas siya sa feed mo.
Mhm.
Sabi ko, ay okay, online. Sige nga, I recorded a video ng
Okay.
gabi dun sa garden namin.
Okay.
And then, from there, nakapasok ako. Who would have thought? Kasi, I don't watch PBB prior eh.
Mhm.
In fact, I interned for ABS-CBN noong 2019, ng summer. Tapos,
Okay.
1 year after, naging housemate ako sa PBB. So, it all started
Wow.
from a video that I took on a whim
Mhm.
ng madaling araw.
And as in, when you took that video, wala kang social na equipment or anything? Wala kang
Wala, ginanyan ko lang.
techie-techie?
Ginanyan ko lang yung telepono ko.
Ganun lang?
Oo, tapos medyo madilim pa. Kasi uso TikTok nun eh.
Oo,
Diba?
yeah.
So, people had videos na, ganito, tapos iba itsura, tapos gagawin yung all those transitions
Okay.
and effects, and
Aha.
yung basta yung lahat ng theatrics na ganon-ganon. Ako
Mm.
wala, Kinuha ko yung
Mm.
camera ko. Chok. Tapos sa usapan.
Grabe.
Oo.
And then, so you sent a video, tapos ilan yung auditions that you had to go to na with them?
Like
with
the
ABS?
process.
Oo.
I don't recall how many, but it was really, it was rigorous. It was multiple stages. So may mga interviews and all, which I cannot tell you there because
May NDA ka ba?
hindi naman NDA necessarily. Para if ever there's someone who's watching this na gusto mag-audition, hindi mapipreempt yung
Oo.
but it's rigorous, no?
Mhm.
So, eto sabihin ko dami nagtatanong kung meron daw ba akong backer or whatever, wala akong ganon.
Okay.
Like, hindi ako nagganon, wala akong shortcut, walang backdoor entry.
Yes.
I auditioned organically. So, ganun siya. But the stages,
good.
I won't tell you because para wala na naman pipreempt.
Okay.
Para may mystery.
But I see why you could get there organically. Kasi your personality, I mentioned earlier, very confident.
I saw it also.
See what I'm talking about?
I saw it also. Diba?
Pero okay, so you got in already.
Yeah.
Kamusta yung process transitioning from normal life to becoming a housemate?
The transition?
Oo.
Wala akong ganung bonggang transition na parang mindset, whatever.
Okay.
Hindi ko alam eh. Like, kasi everything happened so quickly.
Mhm.
My family only found out at the latter part when I was about to leave the house. I did not tell them. So,
okay.
The transition, hindi ko alam paano din. Basta ginawa ko lang siya. Like, alam mo, pag ganyan yung mga tanong, hindi ko alam yung sinasagot eh. But, wala. Basta, I audition, nakapasok ako, and then, umere kami sa television, and then, ganon. Hindi ko na siya in-overthink eh. So, wala naman akong major mindset shift na ginawa. I just let things flow. Ganon.
Pero, how was it like dealing with yung, kasi I'm sure you're very much into social media, tapos bigla lang wala. Diba? Isn't that so hard to
because we were allowed to use social media.
You were allowed?
We weren't.
You weren't.
We're
Okay.
not, yeah. Especially when we started na our hotel arrest. Kasi we have to be isolated.
Ilang days kayo?
Almost 2 weeks. One from the outside world because we should not have contact anymore sa labas.
Yes.
But the second and the most important thing, since wala pang vaccine ng COVID, we have to be isolated talaga. Para pagpapasok kami sa bahay, siguradong wala kaming dalang virus because naka-isolate kami. Hindi kami lumabas, hindi kami nagpunta kung saan-saan. So, doon lang siya lahat nangyari.
Okay. So, that time, wala kang devices at all? Were you reading? Were you allowed to read books? Shucks.
I mean, allowed magdala ng books sa quarantine.
Okay.
It's just that I didn't bring because I'm not the type who reads books.
Oh.
So, kinuha ang phone ko, kinuha ang tablet ko. Wala ako anything. Wala na. Wala na, hindi ako naglilibro eh. Hindi ako naglilibro. So, wala ako.
I can't imagine what else can you do kung
Yeah, and I think I can disclose this naman. Unfortunately, I was assigned to a hotel room sa dulo ng hotel. And my room did not have a window.
oh my gosh.
And I'm not allowed to go out. And yung TV namin hindi pwedeng gamitin.
Wait, so yung all the housemates na nag-quarantine, walang window sila?
May yung mga iba walang windows. Yung mga iba may windows. So at least
So
you,
pwede pala.
alam mo, pag meron ka tinitignan, nakaganyan ka lang, di ba?
Oo.
Kasi wala kaming watch eh. Kukunin
Oo.
nila yung watch mo eh. Any access to the date,
Mhm.
to the time, bawal.
Mhm.
So at least sila, if they have a window, at least they see, it's morning, it's afternoon, it's
Oo,
paggabi
ikaw
na.
wala.
Wala, I don't know na. And we can't go out of the room
Oo.
because yun nga, kasi magkakatabi kami ng mga housemates, hindi kami pwede magkita. Di ba?
Okay.
Nagkakarinigan kasi sa room we talk. But
Oo.
like, I mean, kung may kausap ako, they'll hear me. But like, for us to go out of the room and like, go around, bawal. Kaya, the only way for me to be able to figure out or have an idea kung anong oras na is through the food that they're giving.
Oo.
If it's like, parang itlog, tocino, hot dog, or whatever, I'd know it's breakfast.
Mhm.
Parang ganon. But other than that, wala na akong idea kung anong oras.
Oh my
I
God.
swear, I lost track of time.
So what can you do kaya? Parang may notebook ka ba or may
Wala
drawing?
akong ganun dinala. Kasi hindi ako ganun person.
Oh,
Hindi ako
wow.
nagdo-drawing, hindi ako nagbabasa, hindi ako nag-ano. Wala. Ano lang ako. Alam mo, looking back, hindi ko alam paano ako na-survive yun.
Yeah.
Kasi that was 2 weeks.
Oh. Like if I put myself in that position, I'd go crazy. I'd go crazy.
I think I did. And the effects are still with me right
Until
now.
now.
At this moment.
Paano?
Joke lang. Okay lang ako, guys. Okay lang ako.
But
Pero yeah,
kudos to you for going through that.
of course.
My
Galing-galing
God.
ko kaya. Charot!
That's why they got him for PBB.
I know. I
So,
agree.
Okay, so pumasok ka na sa house and all that. So how long ka nagstay?
Oh, very fast. 21 days. I was the first to be booted out.
Okay. So paano yun? Like weekly challenge na talak or something?
No. We did 3 weekly tasks naman. Nakatatlo ba ako? I think 3.
Okay.
Nomination yung bibigyan ko mo 2 puntos, si ganito, chuchu. I got nominated. I got 4 points eh.
Okay.
2 housemates nominated me.
Mm.
Kasi I think at the time, sa amin yun ang threshold to be nominated, 4 points. So, sa amin 3 nominees, ako ang pinaka-konti ang points. But,
Okay.
of course, if nominated na kayo na 3 kami at the time, yun ang pag-voting na equal na lahat. Wala nang bearing yung mga puntos na binigay sa'yo. So, meaning, even if your housemates hate you, kunyari, linggo-linggo ka nilang dinonomi kasi nga, gusto ka nilang lumayas sa bahay, pero ang voters, maraming pang boto sa'yo, or ang pamilya mo, maraming pera para i-boto ka kahit yung mga housemates mo, suklam na sa iyo, hindi ka aalis sa bahay na yon unless mag-voluntary exit ka or ma-force eviction ka. Diba? So, kahit weekly kang manominate, ako maraming pera ang fans mo, tsaka ang pamilya mo, or whoever, kaalis.
Okay.
Ganun siya.
That makes sense.
Oo.
Kasi at the end of the day, it was really voting that determines your fate.
And at the time, I had an issue kasi it was a viral thing spread on the internet. So, ganun siya.
Okay.
Kaya, may vote to evict nung time ko. So, evict. Ganun siya. First evictee.
Are you open to talking about your issue, yung na-viral?
Well, I can give an overview. Diyos ko, tapos na wala akong kailan. We can
Wala 5 years
we
na.
can talk about it if you want to. Diba? I'm down. I mean, it was just a video where parang I said someone is marume or dirty of some sort. Kasi hindi siya naligo. Tapos, yun, na-record, na screen record yon. Tapos, in-upload sa Twitter pa noon, X na siya ngayon.
Yes.
And then, kumalat sa Facebook, kumalat sa TikTok, it spread.
Okay.
So, millions of views. So, syempre, ang vote to evict nun kasi accessible via text.
Yes.
It's just text mo lang, piso or whatever.
Pero that video clip came from yung daily or weekly broadcast ng PBB, or was
Naka-live stream kami nun.
So yung parang pwede mo lang i-access sa YouTube and all that?
I'm not sure. Basta it was live streamed, I think. Tapos, na-screen record lang siya and then in-upload sa Twitter. X na ngayon. Tapos yun, kumalat na siya after that. Tapos, yun, text. I lost actually sa text votes. Text votes ang nagpatalo sa akin. Kasi marami nag-vote to evict me via text.
So that that time na evict ka, was anyone else evicted or
No, it was just me.
ikaw lang?
It was just me.
Oh my god.
Every week isa-isa.
Okay.
Ganun siya.
Kasi hindi pa duo, hindi pa
Oo.
collab. Ngayon kasi
Ngayon
dalawa.
parang nagkaroon ng duo-duo drama.
Oo.
Wala, solo-solo lang.
Pero how was the experience
It was
sa
good.
bahay?
It was good.
How,
It was unique.
Okay.
Kasi alam mo 'yon, not everyone can go inside and
Yes.
actually live there. So millions of Filipinos want to be a part of it.
Oh naman.
So it's very unique kasi saan ka makakita ng bahay na ganon, na 24/7 monitoring with cameras.
Oh.
With, alam mo 'yon, para siyang social experiment, para ka nasa aquarium
Oo nga. Parang si Gabi gusto niya maging PBB before. Yung dream niya before.
People are watching you di ba? Para ka nasa aquarium So
Oo
talaga,
nga.
para siyang social experiment na hindi maintindihan, di ba? Ganun siya. So it's very unique So as cliche as it may sound, the mere fact na nakapasok ka is already a big thing.
Yes.
No? Kasi during my time, the show received about 180,000 auditionees.
Wow.
And only 21 got in. So to be chosen to be part of the 21 who were chosen, 21 ba o 18? Basta gano'n kami. 18 ba kami? Nakalimutan ko na. Basta eto guys, either 18 kami or 21. So mamili na lang kayo. 18 or 21 ang magic number ko, okay?
Grabe.
So to be chosen from the 180K plus pala. So kung part ka ng 18 or 21 na sinabi kong magic numbers, ang laking bagay nun diba? To be chosen to actually experience that. Kasi hindi na mauulit yun You cannot just come back again na parang, alam mo yun, hindi na pwede. Walang ganon. So ang laking bagay. So it's like, it's a really good experience. I mean, one day when I'm old and gray and my face is saggy, diba? Parang, okay, I lived in that house. Parang, kung PBB season 50 na, mga ganon. Kasi season, ano ba yung ngayon? 12 na to, diba? Kasi Gen 11 yung nahuli. 12 na itong nakatapos lang. Kung nasa season 50 na or 60, diba, saggy na ang mukha ko. Nandiyan ako sa bahay na yun before.
Grabe.
Yeah, it's a good experience.
Yeah, and I'd say that's a what's 21 divided by 180K?
Mahina ako sa math. Ask Gabby.
Magaling ko sa nag-calculator. Ano yun? Point something percent?
0001.
0.0001%.
Diba? Malaking bagay na yon. It's a good experience talaga. At hindi na siya mauulit. So it's a big thing na for me. Happy naman ako.
Ayaw mo na ulit? Mag-try?
Hindi na pwede.
Hindi na pwede?
Hindi naman to parang school na nag-drop out tapos babalik ka mag-enroll ka. Nakakaloka.
Di ako familiar.
Diba?
That's my all-star.
Pag all-star pwede?
Wala pa namang gano'n. Drag race. Wala pa namang gano'n na nangyari. But anything is possible now, especially with a collab. Anything is possible.
So yung mga, among the people that you were with dun sa house, sino yung naging pinaka-close mo?
I would say si Mika, si Andy, si Kobe yan, si Chico. I'm close naman with almost everyone. But like, pinaka-super naka-close talaga, I would say si Mika, yung housemate ko from Bataan.
Okay. Until now, you guys still keep in touch from time to time?
Time to time lang, pero parang yung magchikahan kami everyday. Wala
naman, yeah.
Eventually, alam mo yon, parang ano lang yun nung kakalabas namin, of course, so mainit pa. We are still booked and busy. No? Interviews are left and right, guestings. Tsaka alam mo yung meron pa kayong sense of excitement sa isa't isa. Kumbaga sa relationship, it's still the honeymoon stage. You just can't get enough of each other. But eventually, diba, the smoke is gonna clear. Tapos, things will calm down. And eventually, we went our own ways. We had different paths. Some went abroad. Some didn't pursue showbiz na. Like myself, hindi ko naman talaga siya pinursue na kasi I have a normal job na now. So we went separate ways and eventually after. Kasi not everyone talaga stayed in the industry. Especially we were there at the time that the network was at the time that the network was at its lowest point. Kasi
can talk about that
pandemic
later. Oh, yeah.
Pandemic, shutdown yun.
Shutdown, yes.
Di ba
Oo.
nabulol na ako? But okay. Okay lang yun. Normal yan.
We can talk about that more later.
Ah!
Shutdown.
Yeah. We will.
Okay, so in terms of your, like, when you exited the house, parang what happened right after? Parang, were you still being involved sa PBB, or were you getting opportunities?
I did
getting
get
contact?
some
Okay.
na opportunities naman. It wasn't much,
Mhm.
but it was enough naman.
Mhm.
Alam mo yun, you were able to get an experience of
Okay,
how it is
yes.
like to do TV.
Mhm.
Pero but like yung talagang deep na like the taping or
Yeah.
whatever, walang ganun talaga. Kasi the resources were limited.
Okay. So what you got after that? Mga ads.
Guestings din.
Guestings.
We've done like Magandang Buhay, Showtime,
Okay.
etc. Tapos social media postings like
Okay.
brands will
Yes.
contact you to promote their products or whatever, mostly that. But like
Okay.
movies or TV series or shows, wala.
Okay. I see. So it was parang you had a honeymoon phase after.
Oo.
Pero eventually nag-decide ka you didn't want to pursue it.
Oo.
What made you decide na parang showbiz maybe not for me?
Yeah.
Kasi parang for me, I see the personality.
The deciding factor for me is yung pagiging fickle niya. It's fickle. It's inherently fickle. Alam mo yun? Like, what I mean is, it's an industry or it's a line of job na no work, no pay. If wala kang project, wala kang taping, wala kang anything, wala kang pera, wala kang trabaho. For example, nagkaroon ka ng mga taping ngayon, kailan yung next?
Oo.
Diba? Halimbawa, kumita ka ng ganitong amount ngayon, let's say 6 digits, 100,000, 200,000, kumita ka ng gano'n. Kailan yung next?
Mm-hmm.
Diba?
Yeah.
So, yung ganong lack of stability, hindi ko siya kaya.
Okay.
Like, I'd rather have a normal job that pays me on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Yun. So, and the opportunities talaga didn't really come. Like, for the lack of a better word, hindi ako ganun kaswerte in terms of like projects or bookings or So ako, parang sabi ko, I'd give it a period of time to wait. Kasi they said, you have to wait din eh.
Yeah.
Diba? Para baka may darating or whatever. But I gave myself an ultimatum na I'll wait ganitong period lang. If ganitong period, walang dumarating na offers or whatever, it's time to let it go.
Okay.
Hindi naman ako agad na parang, parang immediately lumabas, ayoko na. I'll go somewhere else. Naghintay din ako.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I'm not getting any younger, and the waiting game will not pay my bills. It will not provide money in my bank account. So sabi ko, I cannot wait forever. Kaya nag-pursue na ako ng ibang things. So the experience did me good. At least I got experience. Tsaka buti, before ako sumali, nag-aral na ako.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi tapos na ako ng school eh.
Yes.
So, at least sabi ko, even if hindi ako swertehin dito, I can go somewhere. So ganun siya.
Okay. I mean, you're also juggling between syempre, the experience you had in PBB with the reality that
kailangan hindi. It's not as glamorous as you'd think. Na parang, if you join is equals to yayaman ka. Kasi a lot of Filipinos have this impression or belief that it's a ticket out of poverty.
Yeah.
But sorry, it's not 100% sure na pag sumali ka is equals to stardom, is equals to pagyaman.
Kasi most people, when they think of showbiz, they'll think of the famous ones.
A-listers.
Diba?
The A-listers.
They'll think of mga famous ngayon. Sina Donnie.
Yeah.
And all these guys. They have a lot of Kim Chu.
For me, din eh. It kasama siguro yan if if nakatadhana.
Yeah.
Alam mo yon? Like, ang daming na hindi na you'd expect that will make it big, but they didn't. So sometimes talaga, if it's for you, if it's for you, it's for you.
Yeah.
Parang ganon. And I know it's not for me. Kaya I did other things na.
Okay. Yeah, kasi parang among the pool of people in showbiz, parang ilang percent lang yung A-lister, di ba?
Oo.
So parang what people don't see, and that's why may impression nga na
Oo.
yayaman ka automatically, is they don't see the let's say the 90% of
Oo.
those that
Hindi lang
are in
yon.
showbiz na hindi.
Oo. And hindi
Yaman.
lang yon. Like, for example, yung pool of yung mga newbies during my time.
Mhm.
Kayong mga newbies sa industry, yung mga kakapasok lang, ang dami nyo eh. 'Di ba? Ang dami nyo. Like, let's say, halimbawa, I'll give a example lang, you have, let's say, 100, 200 kayo.
Yeah. Oo.
Tapos ang available na roles, 10, 20, 30. O sino pipiliin doon? Kaya gets, it's mas maraming, sabi nga sa amin sa workshop noon, nung director namin, ngayon, noon, ang artista, pag sikat talaga. Pag artista, kasi wala pa ng social media, walang TikTok, talent talaga pinag-uusapan. I'm talking like Nora Honor, Vilma Santos, Christopher De Leon. Pag magaling ka talaga. Ngayon kasi parang nag-viral ka lang sa TikTok, feeling mo artista ka na eh. Kahit hindi naman talaga. Ngayon, ang artista, mamiso na eh. When you say mamiso, ang dami eh. Ang daming talent agency, ang dami ng manager, ang dami ng... Ngayon, ang artista, mamiso, ang dami. And how many roles are there? How many projects are there? Kaya parang sabi ko, baka hindi ito for me. I'll just do other things.
Especially after the shutdown, na parang the industry was declining.
Especially ABS-CBN, no? Nahirapan naman. Totoo naman talaga. Everyone is a witness on, na talagang na-down talaga.
Yeah. Tapos other than that, there's also the rise of like independent media. Sa TikTok, YouTube.
Yeah.
The attention span now is on TikTok.
Totoo. Yung mga ngayon, mga influencers. Nag-shift talaga yung
Parang short form content is becoming the big norm. Lalo na sa mga Gen Z millennials.
Correct. Hindi na pwede yung mahahaba na videos eh. Ngayon.
So that's I think at the time, it was a good decision. But if you experience, let's say, PBB now, na parang medyo bumabalik na yung industry, would you have made the same decision?
Depende kung it's gonna depend on what cards will be dealt.
Kasi I feel like if the industry is booming, the opportunity, parang more opportunities.
Definitely.
Diba?
Ako siguro kung okay ang trabaho, kung constant, laging tsaka may clear, defined career path na i-offer, go. Pero nung time ko kasi wala.
So kung may mga talent managers, mga nanonood ng Hey EO podcast,
yeah, pwede naman. You can book me, diba? You just email me.
Ano email mo?
Nasa Instagram ko. Just follow me on Instagram and find it there.
So, what field of work are you focused on now?
PR, public relations. Yes, and I do hosting as well. You've definitely seen I've done it nung campaign.
Naman.
Pero nung campaign namin, volunteer host ako, guys.
No TF, anything.
Wala, it's really for the country. Love for country.
We'll be getting to that actually. Kasi na-meet ko si Justin on the campaign.
Yeah.
Yung first natin was in Pampanga, sa province. We went around the whole province ba yun?
Parts of the province.
Parts of the
province.
province. Pero, so, for your PR job naman, parang how did you get into that?
My friend owns the agency. And then, okay, tara, let's work.
Okay.
Ganun siya kadali. Wala lang anything. Okay, let's work together. Okay.
So, parang
basta babayaran mo ako ng wasto. Madali ako kausap, guys. Di ba, gano'n naman tayo eh. Pag may trabaho, basta babayaran ka ng wasto, go. Wala nang daming kiyaw-kiyaw. Basta opportunity, babayaran ka ng wasto, go.
So, kausap mo yung mga companies, marami kang kilalang influencers, and all that. How is it dealing with companies and influencers?
Well, we have good clients eh. So, it's fun actually to work with them. Madali sila kausap, masaya sila katrabaho. So it's fun. Like, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like it's fun eh. So I never felt na I'm working, honestly.
That's nice.
Kasi okay ang katrabaho mo. Okay din ang friend. Kasi my friend is my boss. So okay. Pero we still know the boundaries naman of work and friendship. So that's good. That's a good thing.
How did you guys know each other? College?
From a common friend.
Okay.
Tapos naman, dealing naman with influencers, wala. I think it's normal people. Honestly, guys, hindi na ako this is me. Okay,
Oh.
ako ang nagsasabi to coming from me. Hindi na ako na, paano ba to, naliligalig kapag may nakita akong influencer or artista na parang, ay, hindi na ako nagaganon na. Siguro kung si Taylor Swift ang nakita ko, baka mahimatay ako. Pero hindi
Ba si
naman
Donnie.
kikiligin. Pero hindi ako mahimatay. Di ba? Pero like, guys, normal people lang din yan.
Oo
Diba? They're
naman,
normal
super.
people, mabaho rin ang tae niyan, at mabaho ang hininga pag umaga. So, diba? And they're just working, just like any other,
Yep.
yun ang trabaho nila.
Yep.
So, ano yun, we're just all trying to make a living.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, that's,
Hindi
yeah,
naman
that
ako
makes sense.
nababaliw pag nakakasama ko sila. And wala, okay, work. Diba? Some of them naging friends ko, yung iba work lang. Ganun.
Oh, it's good na humanize mo sila.
Oo.
Because, I mean, even just when we mentioned yung topic about yung perception tao na automatic mayaman ka na if you go into the industry. Parang, I mean, there's a lot of human and real elements to
Oo.
yung mga insights.
Ano kasi akong tao, I'm very practical. Like,
That's good.
realistic
That's good.
ako. My view on things in the world is realistic.
How did you get to that point?
I've always been like that.
I've always been like that.
Oh, I've always been practical and realistic. Hindi ako ganong nagpapantasya or nag-i-illusion. Dapat lang, totoo lang.
Ano yung sino yung nag-influence sa'yo to be like that?
Hindi ko alam.
Ikaw lang,
Hindi
no?
ko alam, honestly. Parang, feeling ko you just discover that or do that as you grow older. Di ba?
That's good.
Kasi po tumatanda ka, mas na-expose ka sa reality ng buhay eh.
Mm.
So, no one taught me, no one influenced me. I think, I'd just say, everyone na nakasalamuha ko. And then, na-mold ako into like, this person. Ganun lang siya. Pero like, wala akong i-attribute na parang, oh, I got it from my lola or whatever. Because first of all, yung mga lola ko patay na. So, like,
never man sila na-meet?
No!
Oh, man.
No, both. Mother and father side. So wala. It's just really the people around me na na natuto ako ng ganito.
Okay, so speaking of perspectives, realistic yung perspective mo, very practical ka, very attuned with the realities ng bansa natin. So let's go into the election because we met during the election.
Yes, we did.
How did you get into politics?
The first time I voted was 2016.
Okay.
18 ako nun eh.
Okay.
I voted for Noy.
For Noy?
Ay, no, 2016 ba? I don't know.
2016.
Mar.
Okay.
2016. Kasi 10 pala si Noy. Sorry.
10.
I voted for Mar and Lenny.
Mar and Lenny.
Nag-roro ako nun eh.
Roro.
Pero noon, vote lang talaga. Hindi pa ako nag-volunteer kasi I was a new voter.
Oo naman, yeah.
So, nag-ano na ako noon, nag-roro. Mar and Lenny.
Nag-visit ba sila sa Pampanga?
I don't remember. Kasi nagboto lang ako. Hindi ako nakapupunta ng mga sortie or whatever.
Okay.
2019 ako nag-start nag-volunteer.
Okay.
For Ocho Diretso. I was in college.
Nag-Ocho Diretso ka.
Pero I haven't met Bam Aquino yet.
Okay.
Ang nami ko nun si Mar. We actually did a palengke run together.
Okay.
Sa Angeles.
Sa Angeles.
Tapos, 2022, syempre as you grow older, 2022, mas naiintindihan ko na yung mga bagay-bagay. Doon ako nag-start talaga nag-volunteer ng todo, yung house to house, all that.
I think everyone had that
for Lenny
level.
Kiko, diba? Doon ko na first na-meet si Bam sa Makati, sa yung finale.
Okay.
Then, fast forward 2025, talagang mas binonggahan ko yung volunteerism ko nitong.
Ano yung difference nung 2022-2025 mo? Kasi 2025, as in, kinukontak ka ni Sinasay.
2022, mas yung mga tao, mas invested sila in a way kasi may presidenteng involved eh.
True.
Ito kasi midterms eh, kaya hindi sila ganong baliw. Diba?
Yes. Oo.
The difference lang ngayon is mas gigil ako or tayong manalo kasi we suffer the loss noong 2022. So parang okay, we need to recalibrate. Na parang anong mali? What went wrong? What do we need to do better now? Like for example, guilty tayo marami dito. Noong 2022, yung let me educate you kind of rhetoric.
Yes.
Hindi pa nag-work 'yon, 'di ba? Tapos,
Mhm.
marami sa atin nun, I myself, guilty, yung nakikipagbardagulan ka. Diba? Yung
Saan ka
nakikipagbardagulan.
nagbabardagulan?
Social media.
Sa TikTok,
No,
comments,
Facebook,
Facebook.
Twitter, hindi bardagulan ka. Now, hindi eh. Hindi ka na nag-let me educate you.
Yeah,
Hindi ka na nakikipagbardahan. Especially, yung kinampanya natin, 2 kandidato lang.
Mhm.
Para, we need to expand the tent eh.
Yeah.
Parang we need everyone's vote. So, hindi
Yeah.
ako nakikipagbardahan ngayon 2025. Mabait
Good
ako.
job.
Diba? Yun ang naging, for me, difference. Pero at least, nanalo na tayo sa isa ng lives.
Pero nung 2022, were you also parang regular din sa
Oh,
team?
I was hosting din for...
Hosting din.
Oo, for...
Parang were you working with parang with the main team or volunteer groups lang?
Kasi nagkukontak ka lang sa akin. Pero I've met the principals na nun.
Okay.
I met the principal. So may nagkukontak ka lang kasi syempre, kakalabas ko ng PBB noon. So medyo relevant pa yung name ko. Charot!
I think na-revive yung name mo after.
Hindi ko alam. Ma-revive mo o hindi, bahala kayo sa buhay.
So vote wisely.
Man.
So, ano yung, what you call it? Ano yung mga napuntahan mo during the campaign?
Manila,
Mga places.
Pampanga, Quezon Province, Laguna.
Quezon Province, saan yung rally doon? Yung kasama si Lenny.
I was there.
Okay.
Pampanga, Manila, Quezon Province, Laguna, Tondo. I forgot the others. Basta I was everywhere.
Parang every day.
Pero di naman ako nag-Visayas and Mindanao. Hindi naman ako sa ganun. Hindi na ako nag-aeroplano. Dito na ako sa Luzon nag-iikot.
Okay. Pero every day yun, like?
Mostly. Basta libre ako. Basta wala ako trabaho ng mga araw na pupunta ako.
How were you able to manage that with your work schedule?
I mean, kasi yung work ko, it's more of output-based.
Okay, that's
So
good.
as long as the outputs na hinihingi ng boss and ng client na bibigay ko sa given deadline, wala silang pakialam sa akin.
Okay.
For example, I have to submit this on Friday. Sabi ko ng Friday to. Kahit makampanya ako ng Monday to Thursday, basta Friday, bibigay ko to.
In the middle of the campaign, nag-work ka ba?
Hindi naman.
Hindi naman.
Oo, gagawin ko siya like, ika-cram ko siya, gano'n. Well, my boss and the clients are not complaining. So I did my job. I got paid. Tapos sa usapan, tapos kampanya na ako ulit. Yun lang yun.
Okay. So, nung election night, how did you find out about the results?
Siyempre sa news, hello. Charot. Piloso po.
Piloso.
No, yeah. Social media. Like parang, nung
ano yung kwento? Like, were you having dinner? Nasa CR ka ba or something?
I was having dinner in Trinoma.
Okay.
Tapos parang lumalabas na yung results. Parang, It wasn't, it's good. Kasi di ba ang projection natin nasa 10, 11, parang tayo nga sabi, basta 10, 11, 12 lang makapasok. Ako nga, I was praying even before the election night. Like yung mga banda ng kampanya, like Feb, March, every Sunday or Saturday pa nag-anticipated mass ako or Sunday, lagi nasa prayer ko yun. Bam, Kiko, Akbayan, ML Party List. Sabi ko, Lord, kahit pang 11 at pang 12 lang po si Bam at Kiko. Kahit 11 and 12 lang basta papasok. And for the party list, kahit tig 1 seat lang. As in, please. As in, it's, ganun ako sa prayer ko. Basta makapasok. And then for us to make it to number 2 and 5, sabi ko, OMG, ang saya ng buhay. Diba? It was all worth it. Everything was worth it. So, ganun ko siya na lang.
Number 2 and number 5, pag grabe.
Oo, galing-galing natin kaya. Diba? Galing natin.
Galing natin.
Hello. Diba?
Okay.
And we deserve it. We deserve the win. After all
the Filipino deserves it.
After all the losses. Diba? 16, partially we won. We had Lenny. 19, tambak talaga to the max. 22, talo din tayo. It feels good to have a win. Diba?
What was your biggest learning during the campaign?
The biggest learning I had during the campaign is it's really possible to win through volunteers.
Okay.
Yung na-lay na foundation noong 2022 na gamit ngayon. Kasi doon tayo na siya nag-volunteer. Na we can actually win. Na hindi natin kailangan talaga ng billions and billions of money.
Mhm.
We just need volunteers talaga. It's really possible. It's doable. Yun ang
Oo.
aking biggest learning.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I agree. Parang the Kakamping base built in 2022
Oo naman.
is really, I think, key for future elections kasi it
Oo.
got us a midterm victory.
Oo.
It can go places.
It's a base now.
It's a base.
It's a base
Yes.
na. Yeah.
Something, I guess, something that wasn't there, or parang it hasn't happened in a long time. Parang
Nag-hold din, nag-hold.
parang last time nagka-base was maybe like EDSA 1.
Mga
diba?
ganon, yeah. So, now, the Kakampigs are, are a political force, I would say. Like,
Oo.
do not underestimate. Charot.
Oo nga. I mean, you will always have these groups na parang, Duterte supporters, maybe even Pinoy supporters.
Yeah.
Pero it was never like a EDSA moment, di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, it may have looked like an EDSA moment kasi ang daming tao pupunta. But then, to have, parang to focus on the values, I think that's something that I think was what made the Kakamping movement very unique. And that's what, if anything, will solidify the base moving forward.
I agree.
So, moving forward, we're talking about, well, the term of the 20th Congress, and then eventually makaka-2028 election.
Yeah.
So, parang where do you want this movement to go moving forward?
Where do I want it to go? I want this movement to go to Malacanang.
And how do we get to Malacanang?
we unite together talaga. Like, practically speaking, I wanted to go to Malacanang. That's one thing. How do we go there? We start consolidating. Hindi pwedeng watak-watak.
Yes, I agree.
Like, join forces. Of course, I won't belabor those details here, but coalitions. We need to expand the tent. We need to be realistic, ha? Yun na sasabihin ko, ayoko nang kasi baka humaba ang usapan. We need numbers.
Yes, we need numbers.
We need people to win. And we don't get it kung hiwa-hiwalay. Kung watak-watak, kung nagpapataasan ng ihe or whatever. We win elections by having voters.
Yes.
Yun ang sasabihin ko. So, coalition building is the key.
Coalition building.
We'll cross the bridge when we get there, pero we expand the tent. Yun ang sabi ko, guys, we have to expand the tent. And politics and elections, numbers game ho yan. Yan ho ang katotohanan.
Yep.
Maniwala kayo.
And
compromises must be made.
And parang subtracting, I mean, by getting mad at people, alienating people.
No, that doesn't work.
Hating on who people like, who people are super endeared towards, parang that doesn't work. No. Yeah,
we learned the hard way.
We learned that the hard way. I mean,
doesn't work.
We can't succumb to that anyway. I agree with you also. But I think there's also a level of pero there's also boundaries din to that, syempre. Kasi if you're compromising too much to the point where ma-hurt yung tao, syempre that's
may mga non-negotiables ka pa rin.
Mga negotiables, oo.
Negotiables and non-negotiables.
And I think I trust naman our principals.
They
will know.
I
what
trust
to do.
naman din.
Diba?
Pero yeah, ganon. The question, again, to answer the question, I want the movement to go to Malacanang.
Okay.
It's the goal.
Okay.
We're playing the long game, eh.
So, you're talking about, well, syempre, we're talking about the 20th Congress and then the road to Malacanang, no? And I'm sure with that dream you have, there's also a vision you have for like what you want the Philippines to be like. I mean, you have a lot of advocacies. What are some of these things you really care about that you want to be addressed more in our country? Well, parang politiko yung question.
SOGI quality bill. Tapos I dreamed then one day that in the Philippines, we legalize same-sex unions.
Okay.
Sa mga nanonood po ng podcast or nakikinig, union po, hindi marriage kasi we don't want to touch the beliefs and the principles of the church. Para madali maintindihan, kasal sa papel, mag-asawa sa papel, para yung mga legal rights lang. Di ba nga, for example, let's say I have a partner for 30, 40 years na
mag-hospital ka or something.
May nangyari sa akin, na hospital ako, or nagkasakit ako, namatay ako. hindi siya i-recognize kahit
Mm.
kahit pa 50 years na kami mag-partner kasi nga walang papel.
Mm.
At yung papel na yun yung gusto lang naming pinaglalaban. We're not asking for additional rights. Kasi the belief of the people is kami daw, we demand for too much. We're not asking for too much. We're asking for what you have. It's just the pantay. We're not asking for
Yeah.
tax deductions or special privileges.
Oo.
It's too much. Kung sinabi namin,
Oo,
bigyan nyo
yeah.
kami ng LGBT tax exemption. 'Di ba? Yan yung mga asking for too much.
Oo
Pero yung
naman, yeah.
diba, we're asking for SOGI para meron ng protection against discrimination, and yun nga going to same-sex unions, yung nga kasal sa papel. Legal kasal sa papel, again po yung church hindi na po natin pakikialaman kasi that's their belief and doctrines. Hindi na natin pwedeng galawin yon.
Yeah.
Church yon.
Oo.
Yung lang kasal sa papel. And one thing din na I dream for the Philippines is yung mag-progress naman kasi yung people do so much, people work so much and get paid so little.
Yes.
Sana yung sweldo ng mga tao na aayon sa tinatrabaho nila. And of course, one thing also that I dream for this country is yung healthcare na matino. Hindi yung umaasa tayo sa mga guarantee letter ng mga politiko, yung para kang yung para kang nagmamakaawa to get medical assistance, to get
sobrang informal ng ng system.
Yung kailangan patronage politics pumunta ka kay kapitan, tapos si kapitan kung hindi kanya trip, hindi kanya ilalapit kay mayor, kay congressman or whatever. Yung parang bakit kailangan magmakaawa ng very same people who actually fund these things.
Yes.
It's their taxpayer deductions, the taxes they pay, who fund these things, 'di ba? Yes. Tsaka yung corruption mabawasan. Alam mo, honestly, hindi naman mawawala ang corruption eh. Hindi naman zero corruption eh. Bawasan lang natin kasi grabe talaga eh.
Garapalan na yung nakikita natin.
Oo, para lang ma-uplift yung lives ng mga tao. Yun ang dream ko.
Oo. And you know, that really makes sense, no? Kasi yung inisip ko from other countries, yung healthcare system nila. It's either accessible yung insurance, hindi sila bound by, kasi wala silang pakisag kung sino nasa gobyerno.
Exactly.
Because they don't have to care. Because it's not, yung politics is not connected to healthcare.
Oo, tsaka
at the end of the day, it's up to, it's a mere transaction.
Yung mga guarantee letter na yan, di ba? Sobrang, bakit kailangan humingi ng guarantee sa'yo? Saan ba galing yung perang pinanggagaranty mong buwisit ka? Di ba? Parang sa akin din naman, sa mga tao. And alam mo, to people who benefit from nangungurakot or nandadaya kayo, nanlalamang kayo ng kapwa. Isipin nyo na lang sa labas ng mga public hospital, yung mga nakapila, naghihintay ma-check up, walang pangbayad sa gamot, and then there you are living a luxury life, travel, shopping, nakatira ka sa mansyon, etc. At the expense of these people who can't even afford medicine. At wala silang panggamot sa kanilang sakit dahil sa inyo, dahil kinukuha nyo yung para sa kanila. Kasi grabe ang greed talaga ngayon. Kaya especially yung mga makita ko sa social media ng mga nepo baby na, excuse me, alam ko saan galing yung pinanggagastos mo na ultimo ang bra at panty mo binili ng mga taxpayer, buwisit ka. 'Di ba? Sana mabawasan talaga yung pangungurakot sa bansang ito. Kasi di naman tayo poor. We're not a poor country. We're just being led by people who make us poor.
Yes.
Ganon.
And parang the inequality sa Pilipinas is very much caused by policies.
Yes, and yun nga, ang mga mayayaman hindi nasasatisfy. They want more. Di mo napansin yung mga, bakit ang mga mayaman sana silang yung mayaman? Hindi sila nasasatisfy. Hindi na kanilang craving na nasasatisfy. They keep on taking more. Ganun siya.
Yeah, that's honestly such a sad reality.
Oo, especially in the Philippines, 'di ba? Ganon. So that's my dream for this country, na ma-uplift lang yung buhay ng mga tao. Dami kasing kawawa. Nagwo-work na, you can't see their tamad You can't see their tamad, they're working.
Yes.
Makita mo mga jeepney driver, construction worker, yung mga traffic enforcer, mga nagtataxi, mga nagmomoto-taxi sa motor, yung mga TNVS, mga sales lady, mga cashier. You can't see their tamad.
Yeah, they're working so long hours. Minsan, dalawa pa yung trabaho nila. and they earn so little
Exactly.
because the labor laws here,
Kaya,
the wages, they're just
exactly.
so
Sana
low.
tumaas ang sweldo.
Oo.
Yun din, diba?
And it's good that sinuportan mo si Senator Bam
Of
kasi
course.
support niya yung wage hike. Even si San Kiko,
And
I
not
think
just
so.
that, yung
Oo.
pathway to education ni,
Yes.
ni
Oo.
Bam at naman si Kiko supporting local farmers.
Farmers,
Diba? So
yes.
these are, alam mo yung dalawang yan na sinuport natin, their platforms don't just cater to a certain political base or color. It caters to everyone.
Caters to everyone, yes.
Di ba pag natapos to, nag-education, kahit sino pwede,
Yes.
kesa Hodang Pink ka, Duterte ka, Marcos ka, or whatever.
Yeah, oo.
It caters to everyone. It doesn't pander to a certain
Yeah.
color.
Oh,
Diba?
actually, marami akong nakasamang volunteers.
Kaya nanalo tayo.
Oo, marami akong nakasamang volunteers. Super hardcore BAM.
Oo.
Pero mahal nila si Digong.
Oo.
Tatay Digong.
Oo.
Diba? I mean, it really goes to show that,
our platforms are for the people.
Yeah, education has no color.
Totoo naman.
Food has no color.
Correct.
And I think that's another reason why they won. Kasi yung platforms na were strictly focused on issues that people really felt.
Yes. Tangible issues.
Tangible
Food
issues.
and education.
Oh. And I think that's something we can look at for 2028.
Oo.
Diba? Yung tangible issues.
Correct. Got issues
Oo.
Education, food, healthcare, yung mga talagang sa tao.
Oo.
Malapit sa tiyan tsaka sa puso.
Yes. What are some other reasons why you think we won in 2025?
Youth, mga bata.
Okay. As a youth.
I'm bordered. Hindi na ako masyadong youth. I'm 27 already. But
Saan yun? Gen Z pa rin, no?
Technically, Gen Z pa ako. Hindi ako ganyanin. 1998 po ako pinanganak.
1998. Okay,
Pero
okay.
like, yun nga, the youth, kasi marami noon hindi pa nakaboto
Oo.
No, 2022. May cousin ako, hindi pa nakaboto 2022. Pero sumasama sa house to house.
Okay.
Hindi pa siya makaboto noon. O nakaboto na ngayon. Tsaka na-energize talaga ang youth. Talagang, again, the youth delivered. So aside from our platforms, aside from learning from our mistakes noong 2022, it's the youth. It's the youth. And honestly, number 4, I don't know if I can say it, but I'll say it anyway. The 4th is, yung political climate ngayon, mas nakakagalaw tayo.
Yes. Oh, naman.
Mas nakakagalaw tayo.
Kasi
Yun na lang sasabihin ko.
The anger's not towards us, And I will end it there.
Mas nakagalaw tayo ngayon. Pero yun nga, youth.
Oo.
I'll give it to the youth.
Okay, so last question about politics.
Okay.
So, at parang I'd consider you medyo influencer ka na. Influencer ka. Diba?
Konti.
And marami kang nakasamang influencers
Yes.
during the campaign.
Oo.
Ano yung role ng influencer, celebrities, and all that in politics in general? And I'm asking this because marami ding mga influencers, celebrities that enter politics.
Anong
Diba?
role?
Ano yung role ng influencer sa politics?
Influencer, tanggalin mo yung R sa dulo. Influence. Diba? I mean, yun You have the followers. Diba? You have the platform. Ang mga tao, fina-follow ka, sinusubaybayan ka, ang mga post mo, tinitignan. E di yun ang role mo. Gamitin mo yung platform na meron ka for something good. Diba? Yan ang sinabi ko before Sana yung mga ibang content creators, influencers, celebrity, whatever the term, gamitin naman yung platform for something good, for something greater than themselves.
Yeah.
Sinabi ko na yun before hindi pwede yung influencer ka or creator or whatever. Yung platform mo para kumita. I mean, it's your job. Okay? Walang problema. You earn a living. You get paid from content, from postings, whatever. Walang problema, marangal na trabaho yan kasi hindi ka nagnanakaw ng pera. Okay? Pero sana, paminsan-minsan, gamitin yung platform for something greater than yourself.
Yes.
Hindi yung parang, ayoko naman, hindi man ako babayaran Wala naman TF Wala naman X-bill Di ba? For example, nga, nung kampanya, di naman nagpabayad yung mga tao doon. That's an example of something greater than yourself Kasi wala ka naman, hindi ka naman nabayaran hindi ka kumita, napagod ka, umikot ka, di ba? Nabilad ka, bis baka mabash ka pa sa social media or whatever. But it's fulfilling Yung ganon na yun ang role. Kaya nakikita natin yan noong 22 and itong 25. Marami talaga na nag-step out at ginamit yung platform na for something greater than themselves. And that's very commendable. And I wish that many other influencers, creators, artists would do the same, not just on elections, but for social issues in general. Kasi wala ng kampanya ngayon eh. But, speak out against, injustice, mga ang dami naman injustice ngayon eh.
Yes.
Di ba na nangyayari? Mag-speak out pa rin kasi people follow you eh. Malaking background, nag-post ka sa Instagram ng story or ng feed, whatever. The mere fact na makita yan ng isang, halimbawa, ng follower mong bata, na estudyante, nakita lang, tapos chinika niya sa mga kaibigan niya, malaking bagay na yun eh. Hindi naman kailangan na parang bongga, pabibillboard ka or what. Yun lang, malaking bagay na yun. So, yun siya.
And I think that it's good that nagiging mas uso siya ngayon because that I remember seeing that happen. Ano pa? Before 2019 pa, sa US. Diba sa US, yung mga celebrities, they were very vocal, mga anti-gun violence and all those things.
Oo.
Pero at that time, very silent pa yung mga Pinoy content creators, influencers, celebrities.
Marami kasi nagka-play safe eh.
Playing safe.
Ayaw mabash, ayaw mawala ng followers. Ganyan.
Pero, I mean, what motivates you and what can motivate other influencers to parang to be a bit more risky.
What motivates
more
me,
risk taker.
Kung social issues ba, tsaka politics, elections.
Yes.
What motivates me? What motivates me, konsensya ko. Yun lang. Kasi nakakakonsensya nga, sinabi ko kanina, di ba, ang daming kaaway ng ibang tao, tinitake advantage, di ba, ine-exploit. Yung nga sabi ko, lumalaban ng patas, nagkatrabaho naman, nagsisika, pero bakit hirap na hirap pa rin silang umangat? Bakit sila pinagkakaitan ng opportunities, 'di ba? Yun nga sabi ko, yung mga corruption whatsoever. So yung motivation ko, yung konsensya ko. Okay. And I'm sure may konsensya din kayo. Pakinggan nyo yung inyong mga nakakakonsensya kasi, 'di ba? Like makita mo bumabagyo, itong rainy season na ngayon. Yung mga babahain na mga lugar, offer, halimbawa na lang, okay, baha. May binaha na landslide, whatever. Anong cause niyan? Kasi, halimbawa na lang, may mga negosyante, sinira yung kalikasan, nag-illegal mining or whatever. Anong mangyari? Sira environment. Sinong kawawa? Ang poor. Diba?
Yeah.
Sabi nga ni Gina Lopez, if you destroy the environment, lahat damay. Hindi mo napansin sino naninira sa environment. It's the rich. Diba?
Yeah.
Yung mga naninira sa ng mga trees, yung mga nire-reclaim nila yung Manila Bay. It's them. Sino nagsasuffer? Ang poor. Kaya going back to what I said, what motivates me? Konsensya ko lang. Diba? At least, may konsensya ako, maganda pa ako. Diba? Hindi pwedeng maganda ka na may konsensya ka din. So, ganun siya.
But that's good though.
Oo.
And it's good that we have influencers like yourself na parang they let their conscience defeat the fear. Because a lot of people, kahit independent, I'm sure yung mga celebrities, may mga rules pa sila and all that. May mga contracts pa to be quiet and all those things. Pero iba influencers na wala namang ganong deals or anything with agencies and all that or with managers. They have all the freedom to do it.
Pero kaya i-go nyo na. Diba? Huwag na kayong mag-inarte. Like, hindi nyo naman ikakamatay at hindi nyo ikakahirap kung paminsan-minsan, 'di ba? Gamitin niyo rin yung platform niyo for something greater than yourself.
Yes.
'Yon.
Okay, thank you for that.
Of course. You're very welcome.
We will do a fast talk.
Oh my God. This is what I'm looking forward to the most. Sinabi niya kasi kanina may fast talk daw kami.
Ano to? Feeling boy abunda.
Why not? 'Di ba?
Sige. So basically yung rule dito, unless I ask you why, you answer with a word or in a sentence.
Okay. Pero dapat brief ang sagot. Okay, go.
Yes. So, what is the first thing you do when you wake up?
Check my phone.
Check your phone. Addicted ka ba sa TikTok?
No.
What are you addicted to?
Instagram.
Why not TikTok? Why not TikTok?
I have a TikTok naman, nanonood.
Okay.
Pero yung para mas ma-Instagram ako. And honestly, if you wanna reach me, Instagram ang mabilis mag-reply. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
More than,
Messenger. Oo, Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Ano yung
Pero pag si Iyo, he can call me. Meron siyang privileges na ganun.
Feeling close lang ako.
Walang feeling kasi we're close. Go!
Ano yung go-to karaoke song mo?
Till They Take My Heart Away.
Sample
Claire
na.
Marlo. Till they take my heart away. Wala kasi ko. Believe. Mga Pinoy yan. 'Cause I will love you. Till they take my heart away. Si alam niya.
Pati ko narinig.
Ang age lumalabas. Lumalabas ang age.
Sana hindi ma-copyright yung ano
Hindi
natin.
naman siguro lumang song na yan.
Sino yung childhood crush mo? May ka bang childhood crush?
Wala.
Wala kang childhood
Oo.
crush.
Wala maalala.
What's your guilty pleasure movie or TV show?
Kasi when you say guilty pleasure, di ba, hindi ka proud. Hindi ka ganun proud na na-pleasure ka doon.
Yes.
Tama?
Yep.
Oh my God. Ika-anim na utos. Yung nagbabaril sila ng water gun.
Sino yung mga actors na?
Sila Sunshine Dizon tsaka si Raisa
Oh
Senon.
my God.
yung nagbato sila ng balot, yun. Basta search mo na sa YouTube yun. Nalabas siya.
Search ko nga later. What's one food you'd never say no to?
I'd never say no to sinigang.
What kind?
Baboy. Yung
Baboy.
liempo, yung may taba.
Mahilig ka ba sa malambot or crunchy na taba? Saan ka mas mahilig?
Pag sabaw, syempre malambot. Pag ihaw or prito, crunchy, ano masusuka.
Crunchy talaga.
Sarap.
Ano ka? Main character or supporting?
Main. Main character energy tayo.
Why main?
Di ba obvious?
Pero mas bet mo ba yung ganon?
Oo, main character ako. I think the podcast.
Big brain or big heart?
Heart, big heart.
Why?
Ano na kasi, parang it's, parang natuto ako as I grow older. As I grew older, mas okay na yung to be kind and to be right.
Wow.
Kasi before talaga nakikipag-away ako eh.
Mm.
Ngayon parang, ayoko na ma-stress.
Mm.
Kahit ikaw na yung tama, bahala ka na sa buhay mo, ayoko lang makipag-away.
Oo.
Oo.
If you were to have dinner with one person, dead or alive, sino yun and why?
If I were to have dinner with one person,
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift.
Why?
Kasi Swiftie ako.
Swiftie ka. Ano favorite song mo?
Yeah, ang dami. You Belong With Me, I guess.
You Belong With Me.
Oo.
Pero ano yung mga low-key songs na favorite mo?
Ni Taylor Swift, Marjorie, tsaka Gold Rush. So from her pandemic albums. Yeah.
Okay. Ano yun?
Evermore ata sila.
Evermore.
Oo, sa Evermore.
Evermore.
Yeah.
Sorry, hindi ako big fan.
It's okay.
I didn't listen to her pandemic.
Yeah,
eh.
we don't judge.
mas familiar ako with one before.
Oo, yung mga nauna.
In 2019. Okay. What is life philosophy you live by?
Life philosophy I live by? I don't know. Just do what makes you happy. It's very cliche, pero tomorrow is our promise. Especially now, people die at an early age, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
And life can be taken away anytime, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Aksidente or di ka na lang gigising or whatever. So just choose to be happy. Hayaan mo nang sasabihin na iba. It doesn't matter na what other, kasi people will talk, people will say things, 'di ba? Just do what makes you happy, wag ka lang mananakit ng iba. Wag kang malalakit ng iba, wag kang manlalamang ng iba. Do what makes you happy. So, kasi nga tomorrow is not promised. Yun siya.
Good job.
Parang tito ba? Diba?
Thank you, Justin.
Of course, thank you, Dan. You're very welcome.
Maraming
Finally.
Oo nga.
I'm so happy. So, I'm gonna watch this when it's out.
Yes.
Yes.
Paano po? Ilagay mo sa audio mo.
Ganun.
Oh.
Subscribe. Follow me. But you should follow him too.
Thanks, guys. Ano yung handle mo sa IG?
I am Justin Dizon. I am Justin Dizon.
I am Justin Dizon.
You should follow AU too. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey there, thanks for listening to the Hey Iyo podcast. If you enjoyed, don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your other favorite podcast apps. And follow me, Iyo Aquino, EIYOAQUYNO on TikTok.